there are many reasons why people will evade apprehension. And one of those reasons is because they already on parole or on probation, house arrest, etc. So with them already doing dirt, they already know they can go back to jail. So the last thing they're gonna do is be willing to come with you to the office, which means it's gonna be a dogfight every time you encounter one of these people that is on parole, probation, or house arrest. Now, the other reason is that they have priors. They've been caught before and they know or they feel like they're going to go straight to jail. So they're not going to stop. And it's going to be a dogfight every single time. Um, Another reason people will evade apprehension is because of fear of going to jail. A lot of them are first timers. They don't know nothing about the game. And word on the street is like, look, they work with people who's been there and done that. So these people tell them, look, if you get caught, just run. They can't put hands on you. So that's what they're gonna do, which means there will be a dogfight at the door. And so when you encounter these type of people, you got to know what you're dealing with and how you're going to deal with these type of problems, because we get those easy ones from time to time that will cooperate and comply and come with us to the office, and that's cool. Now, my favorites personally is the ones that like to evade the apprehension. We're gonna have a dog fight at the door. Those are the ones that I like, because those are the ones that need to be pressed the most. Those are the ones that are causing a lot of shrinkage in the store. That's your big fish. Those are the motherfuckers you want. The ones that are verbally, physically aggressive, the ones that are going to always evade apprehension. That's my type of apprehension. You feel me? You can set an example out of them type of people off top. So when you get those type of people in the store that will evade apprehension because of those reasons that I just named off, you got to properly come up with a plan on how you're going to make that apprehension. And so there are several ways you could do this. Now, if you feel like you can take them, then you could try that approach. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So, me personally, like, this is one of the tactics that I like to use when trying to apprehend somebody that I feel like is going to evade the apprehension when I approach them. So, if I'm working with a team, I'll have somebody already standing outside and I'm going to come up from behind them. That's my first tactic. If I'm working by myself, solo, I'm going to meet their ass outside, because I know that the chances of this going left is a very high risk. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to meet them outside. That's the second tactic that I might use. Now, the third tactic that I will use is I will get the police involved. Especially if they've done this more than once, if they have priors at my store, or if they have priors at any other location, I will utilize the police, especially if I'm good with the department. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you got a name and you got a big reputation in this thing, when you make a call to dispatch, dispatch is going to get somebody up there to help you. I promise you, all day, every day, man. Especially if they know that you getting good apprehensions. I'm talking about good apprehensions that come with these um, things that I just named off. If they on parole, probation, house arrest, if they got narcotics on them, that blows the whole shit up. You feel me? So if you already got a name for yourself in this game and they know when you call, you got something big, They gonna come for you. They gonna come. They gonna send help for you each and every time. So I'm gonna utilize the police department. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna call them like, look, hey, I got so and so up here. Just concealed this. They pulled up in this type of car. You feel what I'm saying? They about to head out the door here in a few minutes. Boom. 5 minutes later, nigga, I got PD rolling up. They at my door. What's up? Who you got? I'll give them the rundown on who I'm watching, what they've done, the priors, if I got it. You feel me? And so PD, most of the time, they going to stay in the office and until I'm ready to make that apprehension. I like to fuck them up real quick. So what I'll do is I'll have PD standing outside. And I'm still going to go in for that apprehension because at the end of the day, this is still my apprehension with the assist of the police department. You feel me? So I'm going to be involved. I'm not just going to put it all on the police just because they there and I'm going to expect them to just do all the leg work for me. No, fuck that. I'm going to help them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the floor. And if I got a team, I'm going to have somebody continue to watch them on the cameras. They got the walkie. I'm going to have PD standing outside. I'm going to come from behind them. Hey, you need to come with me, loss prevention. They going to get to running. Next thing you know, they're going to hit a brick wall with a badge on it. Your ass is grass. You done tried to run. And then sometimes a lot of these fools like to fight the police and run from the police, which makes the situation even worse for them. They done caused the scene. You feel me? Which makes it look good for your store because it tells everybody else that's watching that y'all take shoplifting serious and that your ass will go to jail when it's all said and done. So those are the three tactics that I like to use when people evade these apprehensions. And these are the reasons why they evade apprehensions. These are just a few. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, there's probably a lot of other reasons why people will evade the apprehension, but these are the three most common reasons why people will evade the apprehension off top because they in fear of going to jail. Number two, they are already on papers, you feel me? And they already know this shit alone is gonna send their ass back to jail. You feel me? And they know because we can't put hands on them that they gonna get away scot-free. So they gonna take that risk each and every time. You feel me? Because if they parole officer, they probation officer get word that they was just in here shoplifting, they going back to jail. So they will run every single time. No questions about it. No questions about it. They're going to run every time. So be prepared for it. Now, like I told you, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. When it comes down to catching these type of shoplifters, you got to be well prepared. You already got to have this mapped out in your head as you are keeping observation of them on the sales floor. Because one thing that I do when I'm keeping observation on the sales floor, I like to size my subject up for the apprehension. You know what I mean? Before I make the apprehension. Oh, they may look like they gonna run, so this is how I'm gonna make this apprehension. Or this person may look like they gonna comply because, you know, they got kids with them. You know, they're not gonna leave their kids behind. You feel what I'm saying? So this is how I size them up. And if they got kids with them, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna run. They're not gonna run. You know how much work it would be to try to run from, you know, us or the police with kids, get them in the car, get the merchandise in the car. It's a lot of work. They're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? So now if they by themselves and they working in groups, yeah, then 9 times out of 10, they might got some fighters in that group. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna help the subject get away from, you know, being apprehended. You know what I mean? So when you make an observation, as you're keeping observation on the sales floor, just size your opponent up and see how you gonna make that apprehension. If they look like they gonna fight, then call backup. If they look like they got weapons or you see weapons, then call the police and get them involved. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the whole goal is to set the tone and apply that pressure because they cannot come into your store feeling confident. You gotta shut that confidence. You gotta shut that whole confidence level down. That confidence level that's way up here, you gotta bring it all the way down there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shut it down, and then they gonna be the word of mouth because when they get out, if they get out, they gonna go tell their people what happened, how they got caught. You know what I'm saying? The charges that they got hit with. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine. And so now the people that they done told, they gonna be like, all right, well, shit, we not touching that store because so and so got, caught up at that store, so we gonna go hit this one. You feel me? So that's how that shit gonna play out. When word hit the streets that so and so got caught up at your store, they went to jail, and the word hit the streets, they not gonna come touch your store. They gonna go hit another location. You gonna see them on the bolo at another location somewhere else, but they're not gonna come to your location. But then you got some ones that's gonna come try you. You got those fews and twos that's gonna try you because they gonna be like, oh nigga, you was just on this, you was just scared, or you should have done this, you should have done that. I'm gonna show y'all how it's done, and then they're gonna come try you out. So guess what? I want the smoke, and you will be pressed. For damn sure, you will be pressed, Billy Badass. So when it comes to people evading apprehension, these are the reasons why they will evade the apprehension, and these are some of the ways that you can catch some of those people that like to evade the apprehension. You understand the game? Now, me personally, when people evade the apprehension, sometimes they may look familiar, like I've already seen them out here on the street somewhere, or I might know somebody that know them. You know what I mean? So if I can't use my resources on the corporate side of things to catch these people, when I get off of work, they tell us not to work off the clock, but I will say I am guilty of working off the clock. I will go to the streets and I will get my answers from the streets. I will show them a still picture shot of them. Hey man, who is this? Man, that's so and so. They live over here off of this block. They fuck with this person, that person, yada yada yada. Bet. Here's the Facebook. Here's the IG. Oh, bet. Name, date of birth, got it. They ass is caught the next day. Look, corporate, they always pressing me on like how I get things done and how I'm able to find people the way that I do and catch people the way that I do it. And, I can't be all the way honest with them because they're going to be like, oh, you violated policy, this and that and the fourth. Y'all know how I do. You know how they is. You feel me? But at the end of the day, this is one of the ways I do it. Like I said, if I can't catch them on the corporate side, I'm going to catch their ass on the street side because 9 times out of 10, depending on where these people put me, I know somebody that know them. You know what I'm saying? Now, for the people that be boosting and shoplifting that know me, they already know. Don't come to my fucking store. Do not come to my store on that bullshit because you will be caught. I don't give a fuck how close we is. If you come to my store and you try to put my job in jeopardy, you will be caught. I do not care. I put it out there flat, directly, straight up with them. You come to my store on that BS and you will be caught. You take anything from my store on my day off and I'm not there, you will be caught and prosecuted. I tell them straight up. I don't give a fuck how long we've been knowing each other. I don't care if you date my cousin, you date one of my rellies. I don't care about none of that. You know what I do. You know where I work. You know where my location is. You come in my store on that BS and you will be pressed. So with that being said, that doesn't mean that they have not tried to do it through other people. So they have not tried it directly, but they will send other people in there to try to do it for them, and they will give them the rundown on who I am. You feel what I'm saying? I know this. I know this because I know like the way people act when they around me. Or like when people come into the store and they look directly at me like, oh, that's him right there. Yeah, that's me. Because you looked at me the way that you did, that's iffy to me. So I'm already on your ass. Now you on my radar. You feel me? I don't like the way you looked at me. I don't like the energy that's coming up off of you. You feel me? So now I'm gonna watch you. Now I'm gonna press you until you leave the store. And 9 times out of 10, they still gonna try it. They still gonna try it and they still gonna be caught. I can't tell you how many times I done caught somebody that knew me. You feel me? A mutual friend told me that you worked here. They told me who you was, and that's why I'm here, and I still tried it anyway. Well, you was dumb because you knew who I was. You still tried it, and you thought you was still gonna get away. Hard head make a soft ass. You gonna learn today. You don't believe fat meat greasy. You gonna learn today. You feel what I'm saying? I'm pressing everything. I am pressing everything moving. I'm watching everything that's moving. Ain't nothing getting by me. You feel what I'm saying? That's why they gave me the name Eagle Eye, because don't nothing fly by me at all. And for all the motherfuckers that like to evade the apprehension, you can run, but you can't hide. I promise you. You can run, but you can't hide. Because when somebody evades when somebody evades the apprehension, that just pisses me off way more. And that just makes me more determined to catch you. So because I can't go out into the parking lot, because I can't get into my own personal vehicle and follow you out, I'm going to call the police and I'm going to get them involved so I can use their resources to help get your ass. Period. Not to say, look, I've done it one time. Okay, look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be real raw with y'all. There's been one time. I won't tell you what store I was at, but there's been one time where I've actually went into my own car and followed somebody out into the street, and it got reckless. Let me tell y'all something. It got reckless because they see me get in my car. I seen them get in their truck. I followed their ass out. These niggas started running red lights, running over bumpers and curbs, and almost got into an accident. And that's when I disengaged, went back to the store, and I was just like, all right, I'm cool. I won't do that no more. You feel me? But shit got raw. You feel me? And these are like the reasons why they tell us not to do the shit um that I do. You know what I mean? Because of situations like that can happen. You know, they get into a wreck, you putting the public safety at risk, and all this other shit. But me personally, this is how I set the tone for my stove, because you got to fight crazy with crazy sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, people feel like because we can't do nothing, that we won't do nothing. You got it all fucked up around here. Like, you done ran into the right one, because I am that crazy to meet you at your level of craziness. So that's what it is when it come down to uh, these evaded apprehensions. You know what I'm saying? Don't do what I do. You know what I'm saying? They make rules because of the shit that I done. So for example, if you're working at Target and they told y'all that y'all are not allowed to pick up purses or pick up wallets if a subject drops it during an apprehension, that's because of me. They made that rule solely because of me. I will take 100% accountability for that. I had an evaded apprehension that went left solely because I took a woman's purse. After she evaded the apprehension, she dropped her purse. I picked up the purse, and she came back into the vestibule trying to fight me for this purse, started hitting me, swinging on me. I'm trying to cuff her, all kind of shit, man. I got this shit on one of my videos I done posted. She's wearing all red. You feel me? One of the funniest apprehensions I've ever had in my life. But like, I was trying to stall the bitch until the police got there, but they end up coming after the fact You know what I'm saying? She still got to wait. It is what it is. You feel me? But at the end of the day, we got to press these people. We got to set the tone. And if you cannot make the apprehension, if you know they going to evade the apprehension before you make the apprehension, try to burn that apprehension. When I say burn it, that means let them know who you are. Get on the phone with the cops and tell them who you watching in front of whoever you watching. Tell them that they in the store, they got priors. You know what I'm saying? Try to get them to leave the store without the merchandise at all costs. Create your presence and create a strong presence. Don't be on the phone on some scary shit. Oh, they wearing this, they wearing that. And when they flinch at you and cuss at you, you fucking, run back to the office because then they gonna know, you on pussy shit and they gonna come back to your store and then they gonna get away with the merchandise anyway. But create a strong presence. Let them know that you there. Let them know that you ain't going nowhere. Now keep your distance because you don't know what they holding or if they holding anything. If you have a good reputation when you call dispatch and they know when you call that you have good apprehensions, high dollar apprehensions that come with people who are on parole, probation, on house arrest, that got narcotics, you know what I'm saying? They will send somebody up there and somebody will be up there in 5 minutes or less. No bullshit. I'm telling you what I know. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, all my APAs out there, happy hunting. Stand your ground. Watch your surroundings. Be alert at all times. It's your boy Eagle Eye Miller. Till next time, raw and unscripted.